Well, everybody, we finally made it to Indiana after a month and a half of driving. The wife driving me insane. We finally made it to Indiana. This is our place. We're renting it. We've been renting it since July 1st. Today's the 17th, so 17 days of just sitting here vacant without us in it. But I don't know, I think it's like supposed to be like 92 degrees here. I'm not used to it, so kind of stifling, kind of a little sweaty. But basically, I'll take you on a tour of the place. So this here's the backyard. Got a nice little fire pit right over here. Grab some wood and some weenies and stuff. Nice little fire pit. And I used to know what this tree was. Can't remember. This looks like a maple of some sort. And then we got one more tree over here, which again kind of looks like a descendant of a maple. You got some sort of weed looking thing over there. Got the propane, got to fill that up for the winter. And there's the back of the house, that's the garage. And don't mind the white trailer back over there, that's just where I have to park. And this here's the laundry room, got the door in the back there. And then that window's the bathroom, and then that's going to be our bedroom. We decided to take the one in the back just for a little bit of privacy and just because it's a little better, I think, really. Smaller, but doesn't matter. We got some nice landscaping here. Air conditioner number 1. So that's the front porch. We're right on the corner. You got these nice huge trees here, and try not to get the truck in the shot. There's the front of the house. There's the garage again. That was the master bedroom, but we're going to change it. And then the front porch. And I'll take you inside. Alright, so there's the front door that leads into an enclosed patio with concrete floor. Some windows there, the neighbor's house, and a lovely, lovely red door. Yeah, we've got permission to paint it if we want, but heck, to me, it's just a door. But that's nice. And then into the living room. There's that air conditioner. And then you got Kelly. Living room. Cat, there goes the cat. And this was the front room, which was going to be the master bedroom, obviously, because there's the bed. Don't mind all the crap. But it's got kind of no closet, so we're going to turn this one probably into the office with the computer and everything. And because all our stuff is in storage, we got some furniture from some friends and family and that sort of stuff to use while we need. But we're looking at like 10-foot tall ceilings. There's the door. Just goes on forever. And this is the French door, double door, which is kind of nice. Then you come over this way, then you got bedroom number 2 with a closet in there, and a couple of shelves that we're going to put somewhere. And this lovely, lovely green, look at that. The other people that lived here just obviously like color, and I gotta say, most of the colors are alright, but that green is just a little too retro for me or something. Then we come in here to the big old kitchen. That goes to the laundry room, which I'll get to in a minute, but this is a huge kitchen, because I'm standing right in the far corner now. So, got place for the table and everything. Fridge, stove, another AC. And then I got the truck out there, which hopefully you can't see. And then the other door to the laundry room. And another closet. There's the backyard, and there's the tripod. Got the washer, the dryer, some cabinets. And then this goes downstairs. And let's see if I can open it without just making it fall. Alright, so this goes into the basement, which is, it's a wet basement, but it works now. They just had some flooding, or not some flooding, but some heavy rain a couple of weeks ago, something like that. And so everything is wet. Now there's a switch here. There it is. This is part of the basement, I guess, and that's part of the furnace, the washer, or the water tank and everything. Now, there's another switch over here. Now, let me see. Yeah. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. I'm going to come in here quietly as I can, and come back here. That thing in the corner over there, that's a freaking bat. We have a resident. Bat number 1, we're going to call that one. We were down here. I was down here with our friend, and he was kind of showing me around. And I came in here. We didn't turn the light on. I just had my flashlight, my little green one, and I was just kind of shining it around. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning, so everything's dark, and I go and point the camera at it. And I'm like, what is that? And I get up close, and I'm standing like 2 feet away from it with the flashlight. I'm like, son of a gun, that's a bat. So, yeah, so we kind of quickly ducked out of here. Now I'm going to quietly duck out of here again. Oh, all right, there we go. That's that light. Yeah, you can kind of see how shiny the floor is. There's a sump pump in that back corner there, so just got to make sure that keeps running. Now, come back up here. And we're going to make sure we shut this again so that way no bat comes up here. So that's that. Then we come over this way. And the light switch here, but I don't know what it goes to. It kind of goes to nothing. We'll come in here. And just give me a minute here, because we'll come down. This is the garage. And I'm just trying to look. It's not in the same place. We have bat number 2. He's somewhere in here. Again, I was in here last night with our friend, and I was up on this ladder, and I was shining my flashlight up because there's a little bit of a loft. And way up there in the rafters somewhere up along there, I was like, oh, what's that? So I shine my green light at him, and sure enough, it's a bat. And I'm like, oh, Bob, it's a bat. Got another one. Bob's standing like right here type thing, right beside me on the ladder. And I'll be darned if the friggin' thing didn't fly and swoop down and try to attack me and eat me whole. I mean, the fangs were about 20 feet long. And his wingspan, you could feel the breeze of the wind of the wings, and I'm serious. I'm not exaggerating or anything. I mean, he's huge. So, anyways, that's the garage. Make sure that's shut, so that way no bat comes in the house again. So now we're back to the kitchen. Now we'll walk through this door here into what is the bathroom. Right, some of the best seat in the house. It's a bathroom. What else can you say? Now we're going to take this bedroom, not because of the purple, because that's more of a pink. You know, not kind of red like the pickup truck was, but and then you got the beige there. But this is going to be the bedroom, just because it's a little more private, and it's at the back of the house, so it's going to be a little warmer or a little cooler during the day and that sort of stuff. So, yeah. So, anyways, that's pretty much the house. Okay, so you've seen our house. Now, being the fact that we're starting over basically in Indiana, we kind of needed some wheels. That way, little Miss Thing can go and get a job. So we were kind of looking around. We had a very limited budget. We went to one place where she got a car before and talked with him, but he really didn't have anything yet. A couple that were in our price range, but
it was kind of one of them things that well, it didn't have, basically the only thing on the steering wheel was the wheel. Didn't have any horn or anything like that. It had a broken windshield, this and that, little stupid things that I just thought, nah, you know what, because some of them were safety issues, like the horn. If we got pulled over for whatever reason, just would be pretty stupid. So we left his place, we went to another place, and they do in-house financing. We thought, well, let's see what they got. And if anybody knows me, you know, basically since I've been 17, so 11 years now, all I've had are Tauruses. You know, you can cuss and complain about Ford, and you can say, oh, it's a Taurus. Why do you want a Taurus? That's not cool. But I've had nothing but pretty good luck with them, you know, other than, you know, the normal average things that go on a car. And, well, transmissions on Tauruses have been pretty bad, so. But other than that, I mean, I've had pretty good luck with them. So they had a couple of Tauruses. They were both 99s. But I thought they were asking way too much. They still wanted about $8,000 for it, and I thought, I don't know. He was going to look into it for me and see if they can do it, because I'm still Canadian, still working for a Canadian company. Kelly's American, but she's not working yet. So it's kind of like, yeah, the money's in the household, but how do we work it? So he was going to check it out for me tomorrow. We went past this one other place that we had seen, you know, before, obviously. And sure enough, I came around the corner, and there was this car sitting there, and I was like, hey! So I went and talked with him, and I asked him how much it was, and, you know, how much, if he would do financing. And he says, well, normally we don't, but what would you be looking at? So I told him the situation was, and, you know, and what I could work with, and took it out for a test drive, and sure enough, we got a car. Be a 99 Taurus wagon. There's not wagon, blue. Nice white. Yeah, it's got the 3.0 under the hood, so it's nothing special, but it actually pulls really well. There is a little bit of rust. I don't know if the video is going to pick it up, but it's kind of bubbling. You know, up along there. You might be able to see some along the edge there. There is a little bit there, but that's easy to work on at this stage. And I think there was a little bit, there's a little dot there. So there is a little bit under there. It's kind of unusual because our 96 has no spot of rust on it whatsoever. Yeah, it's cracked there. And there's one crack over on this side here, but you know, we're paying a pretty decent price for it. And basically with the plan, we talked, there's a little bit more rust on this wheel well as well. It's kind of surface at this point, so it's alright. But the plan that we worked out with the guy, it'll be paid off in, I think, 2.5 months or 3 months, something like that. So the body itself is in a lot better shape than the blue one, because the bumper isn't all chipped away. A couple of dings on the hood, that's just dirt. Come inside again, there's a little rust there, but whatever. Come in here, the odometer, 96,077 on a 99. And, you know, it's got all the buttons. The power locks are kind of weird. The one door doesn't work, but doesn't matter, you know. This is weird. Usually we got the third seat here where this would fold down, but I don't care. At least I got an armrest. The interior is in really good condition, and like, I'm really surprised. And when we start it up, turn that off like that, it runs really quiet, really smooth, and the steering is nice and tight. The brakes are beautiful and everything. Hey, how you doing? So yeah, definitely, this is definitely worth it. And you know, for our first day here, you know, really awesome to have this, because I was hoping, you know, if I were to get a Taurus, I was hoping for like a 94 or something like that, but 99's even better with me.